A start to the new year.
Senate, we've gotten off to a great start this year. Our first meeting was actually outside on the front steps of Kilgore, so we have a lot of youth in there and a lot of senators who are really anxious to get some good work done.
Leadership, complemented by Mr. Green and other members of the executive board, we've met the challenges head on, and I think we've done a pretty good job.
They also expanded on SGA's relations with different student organizations such as CASA.
The primary qualm the student body had with the way that our organization functioned historically was that there wasn't enough attention paid to student concerns. You know, the SGA was relegated to pure event planning when, you know, you had students still going through it on a day-to-day basis, so we didn't have a chance to really become interpersonal with the student body.
Within the Senate this year, we will actually be working on constitutionally incorporating CASA so that it does fit into the constitution of the college, and we can continue to blend as we do work together, because it's definitely a collaborative effort.
Working with other student organizations helps SGA in planning more student activities.
Yeah, SGA will have a new, much closer relationship with the chartered organizations on campus, as well as the council and presidents. So we will have a lot going on. There still will be programming and events that are specifically for the SGA.
Now, another thing that you can look forward to is the appropriation seminar that we're working with. And Mr. Brandon Douglas is the spearhead behind that. What we find here is a lot of student organizations don't necessarily know how the money flows. We want to make sure that, you know, there's a fair process, there's an equitable process, and there's a clear process. And along with Mr. Green, the appropriations chairman, and our treasurer, you know, we're going to ensure that. A few other things to come. Well, you know, all I can say is the year will unfold, and you guys will have a very, very clear view of where we're headed.
Thank you for your time, and this is Tiger TV.
Special thanks to the SGA for granting us access to the Archer Hall office. The Maroon Tigers took on the Dragons of Lane College last Saturday. For the full report, Jacoby Eves runs down the highlights.
The Fighting Maroon Tigers got out to a slow start Saturday at Pt. Harvey Stadium, which will lead to sporadic play by the Tigers. Quarterback Christian Sterling throws to wide receiver Jamar Rodriguez on a screen pass and was off to the races for a 17-yard gain. The Morehouse defense set the tempo for the game with a couple of key tackles, with the defense causing a forced fumble which was almost recovered by the Tigers. This is a stellar catch by senior James Stedman. Christian Green breaks away from the Dragon defense for a 22-yard pickup. The play of the game comes from Ashil Henry with a Randy Moss leaping catch. Let's look at it again and see the last-minute separation that he creates against the cornerback. Woo! It is pretty amazing. A crucial punt block in the second quarter made by the Tigers' special team gave them the momentum that was much needed. The punt set up two crucial plays for the offense: a red zone catch by senior Quincy Avery, and then a Stedman and Sterling hookup, which put Morehouse up 14-9 going into halftime. Starting off the second half, Sterling is picked off by the Dragons. The defense held fast, allowing for Sterling to hook up with Stedman two more times, putting Morehouse up 28-12. James Stedman finished the night with 8 receptions for 88 yards and 3 touchdowns, with a 35-yard touchdown reception completing his night. The Maroon Tigers caught a close scare with a Rodriguez fumble. The Dragons score again, making the game 28-24 in favor of Morehouse. But the defense remained strong by denying the 2-point conversion, with the final score being 28-24. Christian Sterling finished with 248 passing yards, while his young offensive line only allowed for him to be sacked twice. Next week, the Maroon Tigers will travel to Birmingham, Alabama to face the Bears of Miles College.
Well, that's this week's show. For more clips, check out the Maroon Tiger website at www.themaroontiger.com and tune in every Thursday on CAU TV. I'm Michael Bond.
And I'm Christian Bryant signing off. Thank you. Have a good one.